Hello trader, and welcome to this Bitcoin technical and order flow analysis video. So Bitcoin is waking up from lower volatility. We are seeing massive extreme volatility recently. Like yesterday we've got this push to the upside and big pullback, immediately bought up with huge spot market buyers. We will be talking about everything what is happening here. So I will tell you how I was trading past 24 hours, I would say. Currently I'm in a new short. This was expected area to give one more trade. I'm engaging with scalper and day trade account together. We already hit take profit one, not only me, but up to 1 minute I entered, I told our group. So, you know, our group is not signal group, but oftentimes I tell them what I do so they can you know, utilize those informations. We will be talking about this whip, so price action. This was actually, we were hitting my look here, trade area. So this area was prepared for a few weeks. I already had this on my chart. This was area for swing short trade, okay? And you see we still hit bottom boundary. So from this area, I'm still looking for very nice shorts, but I'm also aware when Bitcoin breaks out, it's going to be very volatile, move to the upside. So I'm prepared for scenarios, but you can see once we hit my box, my swing area box, we had huge move to the downside because high time frame traders were also engaging in the shorts, and big longs from like 60 below 60k also hit take profit targets because you hit some extension targets. Today's video will be long, but you will learn a lot, so be prepared for that. So trade area for swing trade already played out. Only thing which failed, of course, is swing trade alone, but the reaction itself was like pretty brutal. You got almost 5% move, so you had plenty time to book take profit 1 and take profit 2, and yeah, so I should really start. So yeah, this is the first part of the video. We'll be talking about my trading past 24 to 36 hours, and second portion of the video we'll be talking about Bitcoin technical and order flow analysis, so I can check what we can expect from here, what are the resistances above, what are the supports below, and what current data showing us what's most likely we go up or down. That's what we'll try to do. And I will be starting this this video with seasonality. I would just want to remind you, don't underestimate the seasonality. A lot of big funds and a lot of entities actually are using that for a long time in the traditional markets, and it's affecting buyers. Like you are not forced. This is not your direct confluence to take trades, but you know this on back of your mind. The October is the strongest month for crypto and general. Like not just only crypto but also Bitcoin. Look at those. Most of those months were very strong, and as I said in this, I was at the beginning of October I was telling our traders, and we will very likely find a low below 60k, and also there was an additional post somewhere in the group. I've posted it multiple times, like Bitcoin finds the low first 10 days of the October. When we go to chart, first day, like 10 of October, and we found the low. This is insane, you know. So massive move to the upside, and seasonality played out well, and it's very likely not over because October and November are still ahead, like good portions of those months. Always be aware of seasonality. You don't want to fight such big flows. So let's start with Bitcoin. We go to Bitcoin THD over here. Just need to go here so I can okay, I will go manually because just need to go a bit further. There was so many posts yesterday. I just want to show you why we actually stopped yesterday on the pullback. Okay, I just need to prepare myself. A lot of juicy trades yesterday. Further, because everything is about planning in the end. On that pullback you should be really ready. Okay, this is the post, very good. And now one more thing I want to mention. What is interesting, each time around same time actually we are seeing very large spot inflows, around 80 to 100 million. Like look at that. So this was the 1343 100 million spot inflow. Again, next day, this was the major pump for us. Again, huge spot inflow, but order books were not layered. So when profit taking started, you know, and you start trapping these people who are going on leverage longs, there was nobody in order books to supporting price. So this was, but very interesting, same buyer on spot market, same huge buyer like here, yeah, same time at the day. Also another 100 billion spot buyers 2 hours earlier than those 2 days, but it's getting like cyclical. I think very large entities buying Bitcoin. There is a lot of talk about it's BlackRock on Twitter, but you know, Twitter you need to take with a grain of salt all those informations there. I very rarely watch it, you know, like social networks. You need to have your own buyers and plan and preparations. So let's go about this. So I was not trading this pump here. I told our 2 experienced traders to cover me. I needed to do some things, but I got alerts and I also had some limit orders. So I actually was entering with some limit orders because this was my prepared trade of a long time. So I got in, not like true full size as I wanted, but you know, as my alerts went off, I arrived as we were pushing to the downside. I also added to the short, and then I took some really nice profits. So maybe you ask yourself, why did we stop here? Okay, look at the plan of action I was giving to the group. So I said, this is the post. These are the areas below where I have alerts and I will watch them for new long. FOMO does not exist. You let market come to you where your reward ratio gets favorable. So I circled the first area of support. Even though this is low volume node, it still has okay structure. And if Bitcoin drops here, it's your first area of interest, even before the pump and after the pump, same thing, okay? So the circle was around 60, let me zoom in here. So the circle area was around 64,600. And when you get that major pump to the upside, you stopped at, like, you front run this area by 100 or $200. Like traders also protect the structure of the market without taking this low. It's still uptrend, yeah, this is like crazy, but this was protected to the dollar. So you see, this is the reason why you stopped here. This was the first area of consolidation. You also have some trap shorts in this area, so they also wanted to get out and move to the upside. We can have a look on this pump from the order books perspective. So one thing, like I was warning, but also some of our traders in a group, like we can move out of this consolidation pretty wild, because when you see the order books, they are pretty empty. Yeah, look at that. So selling pressure, when we are over here, selling pressure was just 500 to 600 bitcoins, up to 5%. This is, by the way, pretty low. This is pretty low resistance. Same here, yeah. Only these 2 big, like, multiple walls were here. But when he started pushing with 100 million spot buyers, you have very limited walls, like few of them here, but this was like easy push. And you also see the open interest. Look at that. Open interest was also pushing slightly, but there was, like, they couldn't fill big orders because order books were empty. You always need someone on other side so you can fill entries. Now heavy push to the upside and immediate pushback to the downside. This was also caused by the profit taking from larger time frames. Look, open interest was declining outside of the local range. Look at that. Also these people, because you see very large open interest increase from this point, from 60 to 2,500. These were breakout longs. I marked them in my chart. When I go to the folder here, we go to trap traders, even though these are trap traders, but also I'm aware these are breakout longs. We've had 3,000 Bitcoin longs on Binance and 1,500 Bitcoin longs on Bybit. So these were huge breakout longs. Most of the time breakouts fail, but there are situations when breakout traders make really good money. This time they did, and we pushed to the upside. So, and I think when we've got such a big rejection and reversal, all those people who were in earlier longs, they started taking profit. You see how we did the local round trip. Yeah, this was the start of the open interest start, and move to the downside, and you literally return back to the same point. So leverage from this point, yes, got wrecked both directions. Of course, open interest can decline from other time frames as well, but yeah, this was very likely some big longs, also some breakout longs in here, and they just panicked, and this was like massive closing. By the way, interesting situation is happening now, but I will be talking about it after I finish my talk about trading. after these trades. So you push to the upside, and the move was so impulsive. That's the problem when you are doing impulsive moves to the upside. There was almost nobody putting orders into the order books. So there was, if you are in long and you are getting trapped, there is nobody to to close position against. So it was easy for the market to do such a huge pullback. And of course, this, when you go beyond this point with the start of the impulse, you will outstretch, because now all those people who are longing here will have invalidations below this low, and they will be invalidated. So you outstretched, and you also took out all the people who were building positions in this range, also were stopped out with the swing failure pattern. Yes, but you revisited previous support as I was showing you. And another thing, so you are doing huge push to the upside, huge push to the downside. You are creating very little structural resistance, not only structural, very little like volume on the area. Price was not agreeing to trade in this area properly. So the pullback to the upside was pretty violent, and you were not facing much of the resistance. You actually found like first proper resistance. We've got trapped longs in this area. I can return back into downside, and I will be scrolling to yesterday. And then I will be scrolling down because, I want to show you the recent trade I took as well. Nice trade was pulled. Let me go a bit higher over here. So you've got very large longs in the upside, and this was also causing some resistance above 67. So the area was from 66,800 up to 67,300. Do you see where we started consolidating? We moved, look at that. So we moved up to 67,200 first, and another consolidation from 67,340. All these people who were longing here now are providing also the resistance. So this was expected consolidation, and now you push to the upside. By the way, push to the upside was very interesting. So you see how many people also shorted, not only up, like it was not, some people also shorted like with leverage, but also it was very, very big open interest decrease. And you see what happened today. We took the high, and also the delta from the perpetual markets reached the same level. So you taken out, everybody who was shorting in this range now is taken out with when we took up the high. You cause maximum pain in the market. This is called delta round trip. Market often finds support or resistance when you do delta round trip, because you burned all the fuel in the market locally, and then spot markets take over. So this trade was also based on the delta round trip. I can show you this trade as well, maybe, so you see how I was seeing that. Let me check a bit higher. So we are seeing Bitcoin, because I was charting today like crazy for 3 hours and more. I prepared a chart for everything. I circled area where I'm interested for another trade. Watching area above high for potential swing failure pattern. If you get no swing failure pattern, next trade area to focus is over here. So that's really great. Let's go a bit down. I'm also seeing the open interest is increasing like crazy. Exocharts, by the way, was down today for 2-3 hours, so I couldn't see the Exocharts data, but other tools still provided me a lot of data. So I'm seeing very large open interest increase with price also increasing. These are the new longs coming into the market. They are trying to break out price for much higher levels, but in the end they failed. We also started to see some defense of the highs. Some passive market participants are putting larger walls to stop the entry, to stop market. So, and I'm also seeing this delta round trip, which I was mentioning, and look at that. So I'm taking short now. I'm telling group 68,350 was taken with aggregate, so it was more like audio order flow because I didn't have EXO, and we also saw those large walls on Tradinglite as well, and they were helping us. The current short was timed pretty good, because you see 1 minute after entry I posted that. Look at that. So 68,350, and 1 minute after, or even sooner, I told the group I took the short, and so far we are getting at least very nice scalp. This was 1% move. That's, by the way, pretty generous even for scalp, because sometimes some days you have 1 to 2 to 3% move per day. So already very nice take profit one hit. This wall was great. When you take trades, and this is big wall, this is 500 bitcoins. When you take trades, you also want to see passive market participants helping you with new walls. Yes, so you see because market orders are important part of the market. They move the market, but the strongest hand in the market is definitely the passive market participants who put limit orders into the order books. And when you take trades, you want to see their help. So you see they can potentially exhaust and absorb some new buyers into it. So this is definitely helping this wall and this wall. And overall, as you are pushing to the upside, you see what is happening. When we zoom out, look at the order books, pretty empty, no significant walls. But as we are pushing over the highs, it's showing me some new traders and larger entities start to fill some new orders, and they try to exhaust the market for the swing failure pattern. So far, we are still looking decently strong. We are trading, like, if you are in short from here, you hit take profit 1 into daily VWAP. This was daily VWAP hit. But you also want to see market now trading below previous day high and reject as here and continue down, down, down. That's what you want to see, and that will be really great for the short. Another thing, and there is big fuel in case market cascades to the downside, but so far the local longs are protecting entries. Very large open interest increase happened from this point. These are the breakout longs. If you move below 67,200s, market will very likely go down and below this low, and multiple lows actually, because these people who are longing here will have invalidations below this low. So to get more money out of the short here, you need much lower prices. You need to trap those people who are breakout longing. Also in bull markets, this is happening not that often. So nothing is guaranteed. You took the short, you had 1% move, you need to have larger take profit 1. In my case, it was 60%. I covered for my stop loss. I have guaranteed profit. Now rest is on the market. Those are nice trades you can pull. Like now I scans the trades. You see how I spread the take profit 1. And this was again another thing you need to take profit on such trade is also the spot market is still a bit buying, and also it was huge spot market buying, and the pullback is done from perpetuals, from leverage. So you need to be careful if perpetuals are trying to fight the leverage. Yes. Okay, so we can have now look on Bitcoin. We can start with technical analysis so you see what is happening. I have freshly updated charts, so that's what we need. I'm not sure if I already showed you, but I think I did, but I just want to show. I still, because this week took 80% of my trade area, but I still had a small portion of the trade area left, so that's why there was also nice reaction and weak. But still market is not looking weak. On cash open, we will see how Bitcoin behaves. Hopefully by that time I'm done with the video. So let's go now into the main folders. These are one of the main trades I was taking also. Yes, we had also short here, but it never met. Like I had very large take profit here, you can see, so I didn't lose much. Actually, I was still like in very nice profit when stop loss was hit. I also on the drop yesterday took the hedge long, and it's still running with 30% size, so it's hedging my part of my shorts. This one was stopped out, but also had multiple take profits. There was some adding. I was also very aggressively taking profit here, all these areas, limit orders, and then another short. But you see market still is pretty strong. It's not even accepted into the previous range. So you need to run the hedge long as well. So you will profit in case we go further to the upside. Let's go to market structures. Super simple here. We can go to 2-hour time frame, so it's visible better. You see we've spent significant amount of time in the July in this region. So of course you need to have key levels and market structure areas from this range. You see bottom of the range, top of the range. Those are the main areas you need to pull. You can see how it rejected in the past, very heavy rejection. Now we actually flipped it into support. So in order to, like, for you to stay, in case you are from longs, in case you are in longs from lower, you wanted to see such a backtest. Yes, you push to the upside. We've got this pullback, then we decline, but we still hold this area of support. It's critical to hold this is the most aggressive support you need to hold. Yeah, you also hold this area together. If you lose this area, then we will have very likely another larger pullback, and you will be putting in danger this week and maybe go further down. While you trade above this area, Bitcoin is strong and bullish, because it's showing you also the acceptance back into this price action when we spend so much time. And you see what we are ejecting from. This was when we get into this range here, you've put first important high here, so of course you must watch market structure area from here, and now you reject. You reclaim this and you open road for, you will have less local market structures, but you still have this big from this actually started in March, so we will see if we start ranging here or no. If you now reclaim this, you will have this market structure for swing failure pattern for these highs. If you reclaim, then you will start pushing into the much higher regions. Yeah, Bitcoin loves to skip those market structures if it's like, because I mark only the strongest one. So you see what matters here, like this. AMT is very simple. I also kept for you, so we go to 2-hour time frame. You see this was like yesterday push was into the very heavy resistance. That's why I also had swing area here, and that's why I also had limit orders in shorts, and the reaction was very wild. You can see that from monthly time frame as well, not only this local. So we go here, this is weekly, we go to monthly, and here, yes, this was like very wide area. You can always trade area between VPOC and TPOC on the monthly and weekly time frames and view it as a box. Yeah, so you got into this big box. Yes, you literally stopped exactly at the end of the box and you rejected. So swing traders, that's why it was swing box on monthly time frame, heavy resistance, but also from smaller time frames you see 2 weeks point of control and price contain in between a 3-day point of control. Yeah, like this. So this rejection here was very, very likely to happen on initial push to the upside. So AMT continues to give us some nice trades. Look at that. So right now this week also went into the 10-day VAH. So look at here, this is the range. So this is another range where we spend significant amount of time. Yes, it's capturing price from here to here, heavy volumes here. And now you see that's why I also have the letter N, because I watch if there will be reaction when you complete the rotation of this range. So, and we had reaction. So that trade which I was taking from naked weekly and naked monthly was also had confluence from here. And you also have another, like you can do 2 different pulls here for the AMT, like full range for the 2 weeks, and a second pull VAH is just very close. So there was double rotation when we moved here. Yes. But you see, the more we push to the upside, the more we will be running out of critical AMT resistances from these more smaller ranges. But we should also see the higher and medium to higher time frame pulls, so it makes sense. To the downside, so how is market looking to the downside from AMT? Simple thing. This is the 2-day range. You trade above the VAH of the range. Look at that. So this was also signaling your market is very, very strong. Yes, look at that. You pushed and you were unable to, like, if you want to see further downside, of course you need to lose this area. Instead, market started supporting this. You know what was interesting? You also had bullish CVD at these areas. Look at that. So anyone who was selling on spot market was getting absorbed. Look here. So we are getting push out of the this crazy event here. Darth Vader was happy when he was seeing upside and downside. He's always meme when you say that. So look at that. So we are having massive selling pressure on spot markets. The spot delta is already 3 times larger compared to the upside push, and we should be already at lows. Are we at lows? No. We are still much higher. Bullish CVD is playing out. Not only we are much higher, you are keeping uptrend structure. So massive absorptions on spot markets on all exchanges. So people are buying deep with passive orders from active market participants. So yeah, this is like moving to highs is not a surprising for me. It's such a bullish CVD. Yes. So you see how you combine technical analysis together with the order flow data. Because when you are following the bearish CVD is always welcome for your short. Okay.
So right now market rates, like if we want to see any more downside, we will need to lose 66,879 to get accepted into this range and do another rotation. Further to the downside, if you lose this range, there is very limited support in this pump. Actually, if you lose this low, it's very likely you will just go retest. And you actually have, this is interesting area for you. The only problem is it is in the middle of the, like this is very little support from volume and from volume perspective locally, but from higher time frames you have 4 weeks VAG and 2 weeks VAG. It's gonna depend heavily on order books if they defend here or not. But this will be like oftentimes you do retest just for the VAG and you bounce. If you get acceptance, then you know it's going to be deeper pullback and you will be aiming for. Now 63,150 is extremely juicy level for the future retest and very strong level. You have 2 weeks and you have 4 weeks point of control here, okay? And it's also structure of really good. You have my market structure here, smaller range VAG, so very decent area for retest. And if you fall further, then you have another 62,162 point of control of 2 weeks. Very likely seek value pattern of this high and push. So you have very interesting, you have plenty of interesting areas below you to look for, to buy the dip. This is very strong push to the upside. So, and it changed market structure on high time frame. So you look for buying the dip, of course, on strong areas. High volume nodes. Why it's outstretched like this over here is coming from here. We are still, like, you see how market is spending a lot of time here. That's why you watch high volume nodes. Not only they offer a reaction on first touch, but you often see very interesting range inside them. Below us, I'm watching very locally these 2 high volume nodes, and then we have plenty below us from previous ranges. It's very often where I will be lurking with some nice alerts and orders. Now auction market theory from higher time frame zone. This is now high to medium time frame. We spent very little time trading here, so I still have this pool. We've got 1 month of price action here with volume and levels, so I'm still watching if we manage to stay about 66.75 to keep the most aggressive uptrend. And when you get acceptance here and you make it support, then it's very likely you will be rotating this range again, same like here. You see what we did. First we've got reaction with point of control, and then from the overall range VAG, yeah. And below us, now this is the range you don't want to see return if you want to stay maximum bullish, but even if you get return back into this range, it's going to be very juicy. So I was showing you more local supports, but the main supports for the Bitcoin, in case any crazy, like very big pullbacks, you should have alerts here at this 2 point of control. This is secondary one from this range, and then also 59,172, again big high volume node. You can also view this with high volume nodes. And of course Bitcoin, what is in the end doing Bitcoin on higher time frames, and that was the main idea when we were building a lot of longs out of 60,000, yes, because that's why also I still run swing long from this area. 60,000. This was a great opportunity. I took it only on 1 trade, but it's okay, I mean on 1 account. I was expecting to take it on 2 accounts. I was expecting Bitcoin to rage a bit longer here or just go for 58,000. Never happened, but I still have this exposure, so it's decent. And you see what is Bitcoin trying to do. In the end, all these local ranges are nice, but in the end we are focusing, like Bitcoin is rotating this massive range. That's why I also saw such a big difference here, yeah. 2 month bog with high volume node held, and you are almost very close to the full range rotation at 70,000, and it's going to be decision area if you finally do massive breakout or you do another swing value pattern and you return back into range, you do some consolidation. We will see. This is hard to predict. I don't see order flow there yet, so we need to arrive there and I will assess. But I would expect definitely to, because this point of control was already traded here, so it's already spent. Bitcoin should attack the highs. Another thing, we still have huge amounts of people trapped here. You will see that in another folder, so maybe we reject before we taking out high. You must know that as potential probability. These are the high volume nodes. They are fantastic. We often we know how we use them. We use them as support or resistance, but we also expect Bitcoin to slow down and range inside them. And moving, you see main high volume node, as you slide over this, finally open road for much higher, and now we start to range over here. Two more nodes to watch above us, anchor VWAPs. From anchor VWAPs perspective, we watch the current uptrend from current impulse from 62,000. You see when we got pullback yesterday, we've lost it, but it was very briefly, but only very briefly, and then it was quickly reclaimed. That's what I would like to see. And overall impulse from 59,000. Also, you never retested this anchor VWAP, so in the future you should really have alerts here. You can also watch anchor VWAP from higher time frames. This is also a great sign for Bitcoin, because these anchor VWAPs, this one is measuring, I need to go to big time frame so you see that. This one is measuring all-time high, this one is measuring full 8-month range, and this one is measuring from volume from 51,000. And also this one is important for high time frame from 39,000, because this is literally bull market anchor VWAP, like it's measuring so much volume. I consider this reclaim here very critical, and in the future I would like to see this area hold. Yes, when you trade above this, you open road to the upside. It happened same thing as before. Each time you were trading and reclaimed this as a support, Bitcoin was pretty strong to the upside. I say like here. 1 hour time frame, order blocks. Another reason why we also rejected heavily, this is like the full box. There was like massive order block here on daily time frame, and it also helped us to reject. Now we finished the order block fully. By the way, I can show you that order block where it's coming from and why it was marked as strong for me. So we can copy this here, and I will show you just daily. We go to daily time frame. This is where bears gathered some of their forces to defend. Let's zoom in. And now it should load. Yes, this one. Because this is the last order block you have on the chart to, for the bears to defend. You have very little volume here, so they definitely try, and so far I would not say they are winning, but we will see. We've got another reaction from my area I prepared myself, so already $600 down, so making some money there, but that's why bears defended here. A lot of people got trapped here, and you've got market structure changing order block, which is, we can go back to normal time frame. We can turn off this. So this box is now traded. I can delete. It fulfilled its purpose. It gave us 2 trades. When you see letter S, you know what's about. I did my research which order block is strong. Another big strong order block is still above us. 69,600 somewhere there. Start. We have 4-hour order block below us. In case we get for another larger pullback, you want to see range rotation holding into Val and into this order block as well. It's going to be our confluence. 1 day order block, strong one, is now here. So in case of much deeper pullback, we want to see Bitcoin to put higher low in these regions and push to the upside for continuation. Because this was market structure changing order block, it led to taking out this high, right? And you will also have these smaller order blocks. Yeah, we didn't one of it is strong, and another strong order blocks. How is the extensions? How are the extensions doing? Yes, like the golden zone extension holding. This is the pull from low, high pullback, and you already stop at first extension. If we continue higher, then we will have big target at 70,881, and it's gonna repeat symmetry of this move here, when you get there. So Just remember how extension works. But you always pay attention to midlines and golden zones already. Another even larger pool or actually hit target. So that's another reason why you see small, for now it's small pullback, but some longs, like they already front run. Like that's why we also had some aggressive pullbacks here, because big longs who are watching this pool here, low, high, pullback, are now hitting symmetry. So you hit now symmetry of this, yes, of this initial impulse from 49,000, very deep pullback, and now you hit another symmetrical target. So longs are also helping here with their take profit. That's why you also see these large open interest decreases. Yeah, this is everything is, you should be systematic trader without any stupid bias or something like that. You hit targets, you take some money off the table. Bitcoin can easily do very large volatile pullbacks when extensions are hit. Balance zones, balance zones are really great because they also work with the liquidity. This is the main balance zone you watch on local time frame. You can see this was a really great sweep when we do 125 reach. You took a lot of liquidity and you stopped out people from these 60k longs. We were also taking, but we also reloaded. So minimum target when you reach this high was 0.25. We went beyond and you see Bitcoin is now doing multipliers. 1.5 respected, rejection. 175 respected, rejection, and 2 also is waiting for the future retest at another area. Then you have medium time frame pool. We go to 2 hour time frame. Medium time frame pool is measuring more medium time frame range from 9th of August. Symmetry was also excellent here. So you see we went for the 0.5, also 0.25. Same move to the upside, first reaction from 125 and then 0.5, 1.5, and finally another multiplier was hit today with extension 175. And you've got, that's also another reason why this was nice rejection yesterday. And finally, so this is the medium time frame. Then we have another pool, this one as well. This is still waiting for the general symmetry target at 74,311. If it happens when you go beyond this high and there will be no swing failure pattern, is you will be opening symmetrical targets with, you will be, this is amazing target by the way, so we will see how it happens. It might help us with future swing failure pattern from this high as well, as you will spend all the fuel from the shorts to when they will be rebuying positions. High time frame pool. This is ultimate high time frame pool where we in the end will have, so you see we measure it from over here and we already reached 48,900. This was 1-to-1 extension of this original when we first put in 8-month range start key levels. So in the future, if we go here, you fail swing failure pattern, you literally open road to 80,000 just out of this symmetry. And then you look for some nice, definitely some beautiful shorts and some profit taking. And also everything I say is no financial advice, just education and entertainment. Fips, not many fips to the upside, like on the sell side above us, 178.6. Small front run, but we are running out of high time frame fips, and locally we have we'll need to extend them, but locally we have few golden zone pools you will be watching. We don't need to go over that. Trap traders. So as I said, we still have a huge amount of people trapped here. It was 250 million open interest inverse increase. 15,000 Bitcoin went long here. So in the future I expect I will be looking for nice trade here. Even if we do swing failure pattern, you start rejecting, these people will try to get out at zero and they might fuel market down. So this box is important. It might prevent we reach the high, and if it's not gonna prevent, then I will still look for swing failure pattern if we get it or not. To the downside, we have breakout longs here. I am very careful. Like I would definitely not long in this box, zero chance, because these people are already in heavy longs here. They'll be looking for exit. So When you go here, I expect acceleration down, and I will be expecting price to move into these lows. We still have some trap shorts in the area, but it's not so strong because you already got the retest. Yes, we've had very large open interest increase here, and you see how market functions in the end. You will retest trap traders, they will be serving you as the most raw form of support, and you are getting bounced. So this was already traded once, but maybe we still not all people escaped, so I will be watching that. Just this box is, you need to be careful from trap traders perspective. It can be run very easy to the downside. We can turn on so today at the high we've traded naked weekly and naked daily together. If you backtested these levels, they often give you day trades because they are pivotal on for higher time frames. If you have them together today, I expected we will get easy 1% reaction, at least based on my statistical data when I retested them. So initial trade was based on the expectations out of this short here was based on statistics. We will see what happens next. We can also have a look on Bitcoin from these higher time frames with those dailies. So you see there is not much daily, naked dailies above us. So once you reclaim here, you will literally open the road to taking out these wicks. When you close above 71,500, you open road for all-time highs and this last naked daily. Below us, new naked dailies are pretty far away, so but you can mark them. Weekly time frame. Very strong looking market on weekly time frame. So we are getting this reaction from naked weekly, but yeah, once you close above and reclaim, then it's very likely Bitcoin will push to the upside. Next new naked weekly to watch here. We also got this really interesting pullback when you were not getting any like immediate reaction from naked weekly like here, but you reclaimed it and then pushed to the upside. That's also acceptable. And monthly time frame, I don't think we have any naked monthly anymore. We already traded one. Yes, that's what was also our confluence at 58,900. You've got this naked monthly here, and it was already retested. And you also traded very old one from the past. So beautiful retest. Let's go back to lower time frames. These are the naked point of controls we will watch above us and below us. You can have a look. Not many resistances above us, yes, from them 1, 2, 3 regions, but below us we are building some nice supports. This is going to be interesting when you stopped out these breakout traders, but you will arrive into the weekly naked. This is weekly point of control, and this one, yeah, very juicy on the retest. Maybe swing failure pattern and then return back, reclaim it and push. And also you have monthly developing. So you have not only 1 week, but also 2 week naked volume here building as well. So it's combined together and then few more down. Composite naked box, you can mark on your chart. All-time high key level, we still wait for the reclaim. We will see if we repeat similar thing as in the past. We had a lot of rejections. This is the previous cycle from 2021 high. So if you want to see new all-time high on Bitcoin, you must trade above. And if you fail, then Bitcoin is viewing it as resistance. So be aware of that. 69,200 still crucial level. And Bitcoin can see acceleration on reclaim. Liquidity, we have a lot of liquidity to the upside. You don't need to go over that. Not much CME gap in the close proximity. Market is very efficient currently. The next CME gap is so far away. Market structure long terms, you can see how they still craft us really nice boundaries. Yes, from one to another. This one was sliced, previously rejected very nicely, and now we are entering. So that's why also like I was planning to look for some nice swing shorts in this area as well, in this market structure, helping me. Macro extension, so we go to 8-hour time frame. Still big target at 80,000. Like there is so much confluence at 80,000. I think if Bitcoin goes beyond 74 and no swing failure pattern, 80,000 will be next round target, and we will very likely see some pullback out of 80,000 because so much technical extensions are ending there. Bitcoin also today, I think a lot of people, like a lot of retail people and also the traditional institutions from traditional markets are watching if we actually break out of this channel. That's the thing, you know, they can also do fake out, same like here, yeah, fake out. You think it's breakdown, then it's gonna fake you out. You think it's breakout, then you can still be faked out. So very interesting, but maybe we'll get some nice reclaim. What you want to see is definitely trading for above this for some time, like create range here or just, you know, start pushing. But for now, you know, as I said in the beginning of the video, I am in another short, and we will see how it ends. This is still our macro range. I think Bitcoin is also accelerating to the upside because we now clearly again reclaim the macro 4-year VWAP. So everything on this high time frame from 4 years is happening bullishly because you were holding for very long time previous like the first high volume node out of the previous bull market. So such a big support. So many people bought spot here. And even when you lost it, then this was immediately bought up from another macro high volume node. It is going to be also in the future, like we need to really hold this area, because if you lose this area, we open road for much lower downside, and in the end, potential rotation. But yeah, of course, this scenario is not likely now, but I'm just warning you in the future when you really need to hold this area, because it's also low volume, like lower volume nodes here, yeah. Then you will be focusing to trade out of this range as well, but you need to be ready for this range rotation. In terms of trade areas, let me show you what trade areas of interest I have on my chart based on a lot of technical confluence. By the way, past 30 trade areas, I'm actually started to run the folder so I can show the stats. But past 30 trade areas, 24 were winners. 24 were winners, so I'll be keeping adding here so you see how I predict market before we actually arrive into the region without order flow and any data. So now trade areas of interest are like this. So I have trade area here. We have daily naked box, 1 month point of control, strong order block, and also main reason why I have trade area is here are these big trap people again. So I expect at least scalp or day trade out of here. Okay, so trade area in front of the key highs, and then when we move above, we can see we have key highs above 70,000. Then the new trade area is pretty wide, but it's another area I will be looking for nice trades, and another both are swing trade areas. Look at that, beautiful market continues now after New York, so that's great. Below us, all these areas will be traded without any trade area, because there is very only local support here, so I don't put any trade area. My trade areas are based when I have a lot of medium time frame confluence as well. The first trade area, like the pretty good one, is at 60,000, like 62,800. Lots of heavy confluence here. Look at that. You will feel, just think about market. Yeah, when you come here, you will feel low volume node, single prints will be cleared, so you already closed inefficiencies in the market. Market always wants to do that. Then you will be revisiting high volume nodes from previous 2 weeks range. Naked daily over here, composite 3-day naked point of control, and you have like lots of stuff. Some nice big shorts are trapped into the lows here. Then you have 2 weeks point of control here, like very interesting trade areas. Expected bounces from here to put in case of much larger pullback. No trade area here. You see, this was the pump, not much to be seen. And another trade area I can show you is now from 61,000. when you arrive here, you will be rotating both ranges. Yes, 2 weeks vol and 4 weeks vol. You are now in Edmond high volume node. Also locally today high volume node. Composite box from AMT is really interesting area. Now you also have anchor VWAPs increasing into it, and into so another decent trade area is based on range rotations mainly, also the market structures. But I like to watch chart like this, but you need to, when you have access to my charts, or you can copy everything I have, and you can turn on what you need, so you don't so it's not chaos for you. For me, this is important to see everything at once. I can process it. So these are the trade areas, both directions, and now we can have a look on Bitcoin from order flow perspective. You can see our short now. My remaining box is now going decently. We will see if it becomes swing. We will need much more signs of weakness to become, so it becomes the swing. But look at the fake out. Yeah, this is the macro channel upside, and already second fake out. So yesterday people were heavily buying into the breakout of the macro channel, wrecked, and same thing again. So this trade is already great already. So we've got to take profit 1 up to 1%. Now it's 1.3. That's decent. If you get 2-3%, fantastic. We will see on depending on flows. Let me check Exocharts now with you, and then other tools like TRDR. Because you, for example, in TRDR, you will see you will have a lot of resistances above us from orders. Order flow, we don't need to go. This is changing very rapidly, but just from range perspective. Of course, today we are watching the point of control from yesterday, and I'm also watching like swing failure pattern out of this high was really great, because this is high volume, like this was extremely high volume both directions. So swing failure pattern of this high is juicy. Same like I will be watching swing failure pattern out of this high, very likely connected to this low as well. Point of control, you definitely, if you lose that, you will be very careful, because you have you will be going for the wick fill and buying tail retest. Now another area to watch is here. Maybe you will do another swing failure pattern, and single price will act as a support. That's another trade idea for you. Not much trades. I will not be looking for much trades in here. Then you also can start do some merging. So you see composite point of controls together. Another decent support for Bitcoin is now at 62,000. So I just want to show you visually, because I was showing you point of controls, but this is how it's looking. One thing you need to be aware of, this was 12 and 13. So this was also weekend volume. So the best scenario is here. Yes, you can get reaction from POC, but I don't like we have weekend here. Ideal thing is like you really push to the downside and you take out these lows from weekend. And you stop. And you do swing failure pattern. If you don't stop, do you have any support here? Look at the low volume. No, this is not support. Next support will be coming from here in this high volume node and a local POC. So very interesting market. By the way, nice push to the downside. We are getting rewarded, at least locally. So that's more locally. Let me check. Was decent high, by the way, a lot of absorptions into the high on the chart, and now you are destroying. I said our traders, look at this candle. This was predicted. This move to the downside, because this is high delta move. Yeah, this candle is breakout traders, and also open interest is increasing with high delta. When you go below this low, then you are starting to destroying these people. Look at that, negative delta, open interest down. And actually, you will even like further you go, the more market will accelerate, because all these people who are buying in here with open interest increase will be getting destroyed. This is still not enough. This can actually have potential to go much lower. All you need is just fresh sellers and some spot selling, and you will be destroying all these people who are logging into the highs. After we moved from 58,000 to 68,000, that was $10,000 move, and these FOMO people are just longing here into the highs. Just crazy, that's not how you trade. Yes, this was the first area I told traders to long yesterday, to look for longs. That's how you long. Because if you long here, where you put your stop loss, it must be behind this low, yeah, but you can be destroyed easily. What's your reward ratio if you long here? Yeah, 69,500, but it's 1 to 1 or even less. The trade is already wrecked. yeah, we will see. We can go much lower when all we need to do is continue and destroying these people. One nice move from standard deviation -1 to this one. Maybe today. Yesterday was crazy, by the way. Look at that. From top of the red one to bottom one. Boom. Let's see how the order books look like. So you got full analysis. By the way, you see what's the thing. So yesterday, that's why we also stopped. Like you feel so many, like spot buyers exhausted themselves. They filled many big walls to the upside, especially at the top. And these people, like 70,000, getting very heavily defended in the future. Be aware of that. And you see price has no problem to go for pullback because order books are pretty empty. So like next true support from spot market is actually here 66,800. It's nothing in close proximity. And when I zoom in, there's also this big spot wall. This is not small wall. This is huge wall. This is like medium size. 145 spot wall also helped. When I entered short here, this is now he is protecting me. He also, when leverage traders see that, they also like panic. So you see how our market is accelerating. Same thing on the perpetual markets. When we were shorting the high into the critical zone, the new wall showed up. He was pressuring market 500 Bitcoin wall. That's crazy. So, and now another purpose wall was helping with spot market to the downside. Boom. And you see how we continue down. The open interest, all the people who are trying for breakout into who knows what target above are getting destroyed now. Not so strong books to the downside. And you see lots of pressure building above us. Okotoki is also showing you that. We can refresh. It's showing you like you don't need much for pullback because all the books are still empty on the buy side, and 70,000 heavily protected. Like no surprise. Yeah, we should get trades from this area. By the way, it's gonna need so huge volume to break over. To the downside, look how empty is spot. Yes, 66,600, 148 Bitcoins, that's decent, but other than that, very empty. Perpetual market's pretty balanced still. Protecting round numbers. Also to the upside, it's like nothing, it's not so crazy. Selling pressure as well. But buy side is much more empty. And Bitcoin doing what it needs to do, what we are planning today. Fantastic. I'll be closing video soon because I need to take some profit. I need to access. Okay, so let's go to, by the way, liquidity today, yesterday. We can refresh, so you see what is the liquidity above us and below. Look at that. So this was actually unfinished liquidity above this high, taken out. Boom. 90% of people from here short, wrecked. And below us, this is the liquidity. This region is very nice. And then this is high volume now, high volume low. So plenty of liquidity below, maybe swing failure pattern you will watch from there. And then you have more and more liquidity. TRDR, this is how we will be ending the video. And then I'm going to trade and enjoy. So look at the open interest, man, it went crazy. Like sure we can continue higher on higher time frames, but when the leverage is getting so overboard, like they bought over 10,000 Bitcoins in this, like it's now getting pretty likely you will be running this low and destroying all these people. And it's, yeah, look at that increase. Most of these people are long. Fantastic short, literally at the top. Yeah, that's how our group works. I don't very limited mistakes from my side, and I'm fully transparent when I do it. Sometimes our traders get the signal as well, even though when we are not single group. I want to learn you how to trade, not catch my trades I take, because I will not be here forever. When I retire, you need to trade on your own. Right, so let's have a look on order books. You see order books are still pressuring heavily. This is, by the way, double pressure. We are seeing pressure from local and medium time frames. Spot markets heavy pressuring. Coinbase is also aggregation on spot. That's also why market is not so easy for market to continue up. It's still uptrend, but there are some heavy pullbacks because of that. Neutral. All I want to see is also like the perpetuals to flip negative. all these pushes to the upside in the end. We were talking about this in a group, and I think maybe in the video, like we've had such a big selling into the in this impulse, and in this impulse we knew there will be potential for huge, like almost 2 billion aggregated delta push to the upside. These people who are shorting now, they are getting destroyed into highs. Similar symmetry. Pretty nice liquidations. Per interest we went over. Let's see if we destroy some big Binance buyers today, but Coinbase keeps selling for now. So it's like battle, Coinbase selling and Binance was buying into the high. Blue bands sorted it out. How is the funding already? Is market healthy? Yes, market is still very healthy, even up here. That's interesting. That's nice. So it was the move up was spot driven. It was not leverage driven move up. There is still plenty of room in case market continues up, like for the leverage to really go overboard, and then you will be looking for, when you go into the like in the history, we've got these funding rates like this, crazy values, and then big pullbacks. Okay, traders, so I think I've shown you some scenarios to the downside and to the upside with my analysis. I hope this video was useful for you. If yes, just give it a like and subscribe. And if you want to learn with us, join our group and you will not regret you. You can go over the modules. I will do educational video on everything you can learn in the video soon. Thank you for watching, and bye in the group.